My greetings to all my dear viewers, and many of you are very interestingly contacting me with a few questions. I think you had been watching it. So now again we will do more and more grammar topics also. I have been including a few topics in order to make our sentences proper, in order to make the questions and answers in a correct way, in a perfect way. And now we are here to frame more sentences. We are so long about what, or usually about WH questions only we make the questions. WH words are there to make the questions, no? Like when, what, where, who, whom, then how also is one among that, no? Then all these questions when we ask, we will get some answer, we will get some matter. That is what is life, no? So when we are, suppose we are in our house, in front of the garden, we have already seen one, how to frame sentences in the garden. Again we will talk about it because people like to be in the garden. We enjoy being in the midst of nature. So nature also we call it as in the midst of nature, with nature, we always use those words. People enjoy being with the natural things, because we very often talk about God's creatures along with man and also animals. Even plants are also good, no? They are harmless. Plants are harmless. So when we look at the flowers are always very bright, attractive, and also impressive. So these are the few adjectives we say, no? We even say the garden is very colorful. Colorful with the plants, with the leaves, with the flowers, and sometimes they give fruits also. Fruits are usually said to be, we can describe the fruits as tasty and also very nutritious, no? It is always said that fruits are healthy. It comes under healthy food. And flowers are attractive, good for the eyes. No? When we look at the different colors in the midst of nature, we enjoy looking at the flowers. No? The bright flowers, the fresh flowers, sweet smelling flowers, we say. No? When we enter the garden, we get the fragrance of many flowers. Sweet smelling flowers giving good fragrance and looking very bright with the different colors. No? When we describe a flower, we say it is bright, fresh. The flower is fresh. The flower gives and makes us feel attractive also. We are very happy and delighted to see that also. Sometimes even in the midst of worries, when we are in the garden, we forget our worries. Such an attractive feature is the nature, no? That is why God created nature, no? So nature's products can be described in using few adjectives like this, no? Though there are very many adjectives, we can have few words only. In our day-to-day life conversation and our day-to-day dialogue, we can use few sentences and few words describing our experience in the midst of garden, with nature. And when we are pouring water also, the water flows gently. We say the water is flowing gently. We use this word. This gently is an adverb, not adjective. We get the gentle breeze in the garden. Gentle breeze, when we say, it is adjective, because breeze is a noun and gentle is an adjective describing the breeze. So we call it as an adjective. We have to name it as adjective. When we talk, we need not say it as an adjective, but it is better to use it properly. So we always experience gentle breeze in the garden, and the water flows very gently also. The movements of the water also we can describe, no? The water is flowing gently. Clear water is always needed, and the bright sunlight is felt in the garden, and the flowers also look bright only when they get the bright sunlight. The fresh sunlight, the fresh breeze, and the fresh water, all these are felt in garden. We experience all that in the garden when we are in the garden, and we enjoy the nature's breeze also. The colorful atmosphere in the garden is also attractive. And when we are there with our family members, we enjoy few minutes sitting inside the garden and experience nature's products with happiness, with joy, and we get a peace of mind. Peace of mind is a phrase. So whenever I teach you, whenever I speak in the video, I don't follow all from top to bottom all the grammatical rules. Now and then I am happy to introduce it so that in our conversations such sentences can be used properly. So there are few words and phrases. Word means it is a single word. So when there are 2 or 3 words put together, we call them as a phrase. So proper words and proper phrases can be used properly. So the peace of mind is a phrase, peace of mind. It has got 3 words and it is a phrase which we always enjoy. We experience a peace of mind when we are in the garden. So like this, some phrases can be always used in a very simple way, in a very ordinary way, in order to describe our day-to-day events. So in our day-to-day dialogue, such words, very commonly used words, can be always put in our dialogue to sweeten it, to make our dialogue interesting, not only simply interesting and sweetening it, but to the understanding of the speaker as well as by the listener. Our dialogue can be a sweet dialogue. Our words can be also described as sweet words, pleasant words, and the smile also can be described as a pleasant smile. So with the pleasant, we can use the pleasant words, pleasing personality, we can say, pleasant smile and pleasant words. These are all the common words we can use. We can tell one of our friends, Mala is always seen with a pleasant smile. So all these are the commonly used adjectives. Soft, gentle, pleasant can be used, and this will be really motivated when we are in the garden. So just think about such ordinary words and phrases to sweeten our language, to make our language, our day-to-day dialogue in a very pleasant way, in an appealing way, and also in an impressive way. Bye for today.